What was it like for you in terms of building the team? The ex-Ascend assistant coach, elevated, lightning fast, SkRossi.
Yep, lightning fast. He
Okay.
was in the final round of players, like the final 10, I think. This guy's going to be a top 3 duelist in APAC, and he has no idea what he's doing. He was probably the toughest player to get for us. We had to spin the bag. If this season, if we don't make champs, it's a failure. We should be doing a show match.
I'm waiting for my wrist to heal completely.
It like for you in terms of building the team?
I'd say 99% I had the control of pretty much everything, but I'm not a dictator, man. I like having other people's opinion. I'll listen. It doesn't mean I'm gonna agree with you. It doesn't mean I'm gonna take your
Yeah.
advice, but I will let you speak your mind. I will listen to your advice, and I will explain to you why I feel the way I do, so that you can sort of see my point of view and stuff like that. And so they had some input, and so I had pretty much control to build the roster that I wanted. And we got, like I said, almost everybody that we wanted at first, you know.
You picked up the ex-Ascend assistant coach, elevated.
And actually, at first, I was so worried about this because I've never trialed 90 plus players, but like they had a legit list of 90 plus players, but luckily, like all I had to do was come in and watch the YouTube video. Like all I had to do was come watch a stream, and they did everything. They're the one that handled it. They're the one that organized it. They're the one that did all the messaging to players. All I had to do was just come watch the matches, which made it so simple and so easy for me. It's like I wasn't worried anymore because my job's easy. I just sit and watch some video games. The elevated came in towards the end of that, and he gave a decent amount of input towards the roster and how he felt and who he thought was the good choices and stuff like that. So he definitely had some input for sure.
G over the last couple of years is having some sort of Indian representation within the team. We've seen it with Lightning Fast, SkRossi. Was that ever suggested to you within this process?
Yeah, no, there was never any requirement to be. That's something that I even discussed in the interview because like that's something that I think would possibly limit what I'm able to do at this level. So like I wanted to make sure that I was given the best chances to win. We did make sure that multiple, I mean, pretty much all the best Indian players that any Indian community is going to say is were in these trials. They got probably, more than a fair chance to make the team. And there were some players close. There were some players very close. Like we were really close to picking up lightning fast. He
Okay.
was in the final round of players, like the final 10, I think. He was in the final 10 players.
With Yokam or Patrick Watson, what was it with him that you were like, okay, I need this guy?
But like stats don't lie. Like if some guy's just destroying and he just has some insane stats, he's good. Bro. He's good. I can teach him the game. I can teach him the rest. If you can shoot, I can teach you everything else. So when I saw that, I just said, hey, just get this guy in the trial. Who cares? We have 90 plus players. You could throw this guy an extra trial. You know what I mean? And he demolished in the open trials. He destroyed. He had like 30 every single game. He was just running it down as Neon, just farming people. And I'm telling you guys right now, I don't care what kind of expectations I put on him. I don't really care. He'll suck it up. This guy's gonna be a top 3 duelist in APAC. I swear to God.
Second on the list is Udotan. Obviously, what was it with him that you went, okay, he's next on the list?
I wanted Patrick Watson so bad at duelist. And Udotan towards the end of the trials played so ridiculous. Like we had 2 insane duelists. That's the thing. We had just 2 of the best duelists. I legit insane fucking duelists. And so when the opportunity arose, some things happened. I was like, yo, just give me this guy. I'll put him at Sentinel, and we'll figure it out. And so far in practice, man, this guy has been, bro. He's been frying, and he has no idea what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like he's still learning everything. Sentinel. He's learning, his lineups take 35 seconds. You know what I mean? Like he's learning everything, but he's so talented that we still have 2 months before the season even starts.
I think anybody who's seen any of Crystal's gameplay knows that this guy is good. I think my question with him, obviously he was in the team that won Ascension in China. How did you steal him away? Because
I don't really know why EU teams didn't pick him up. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's because of the Russian visa issues or whatever goes on in EMEA. But for us, like I was happy he was available, and he's crazy talented. He's
Kelly S.
Yeah, I mean he's a little bit older. He's 24, 25 years old, I think. And yeah, he has a lot of experience at IGLing. And so, like, one of the things I really liked about him, especially before we picked up Udaton, because we're still trying to finalize the roster, figure out who all we were getting, his ability to play Raze to give us a second duelist. If I wanted to play double duelist comp, something like that, was just a nice alternative. And he's our IGL. This guy's our IGL. He's good. He's really, really good at it.
Papi Chula, who may be changing his name to Papi.
Honestly, he was probably the toughest player to get for us. We had to spend a bag. Don't get it twisted. We spent a bag on him to get him out of Mouse. They did not want to let go of him one bit because I think he was, the heart of that team. Older player, dad figure, and I definitely wanted someone a little bit more experience. And then his performance in Ascension was like really good. Like for me, he was one of the most important players to get. I think, especially because I feel like that role in general, especially with the scary not really being available and stuff like that, the smoke role in APAC was a little thin.
Okay, I want to sort of then set like your realistic expectations. Like, but say stage one, where do you expect this team to land?
I think there's really good teams in APAC, but I think our ceiling is qualifying for Masters events. But my realistic goal that I think is 100% doable is making champs. I think top 4 in APAC is realistic, 100%. A goal that not only we do have, like we should have. I feel like this roster should have that. If for me, if this season, if we don't make champs, it's a failure.
Okay. Are we going to see this roster before they take the stage at kickoff?
So I think this has been announced. If not, it should be announced by the time this comes out. We should be doing a show match. So we're going to be doing 6 teams versus GE. It's going to be 2 VCT APAC teams, 2 VCT CN teams, and then 2 Ascension teams. So we're going to be doing a BO5 every day for 6 days straight.
Oh, damn.
Hey, how are you doing? Great to see you. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Miss you much, man. कुछ rank game stream किया करो. Right now, I'm just like I'm waiting for my wrist to heal completely. And मतलब खेल ही रहा हूँ, ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं खेल रहा हूँ. दिन में 1-2 गेम 3 गेम और डेथ मैचेस करता रहता हूँ. But once it completely heals, I'll rank grind on stream for sure. Miss you bro, back with streaming. Yeah, watch पड़ेगा यार. अभी ठीक नहीं हुआ क्या? नहीं, डॉक्टर ने बोला 2 months रेस्ट पे चले जाओ. 1 month तो चला गया and already it's better than before.
Yeah, no, I think snakebite की वजह से Viper is
it's fine. I mean, 1 month तो हो गया. हाँ, 1 month हो गया. 1 month से 1 week हो गया. तो बोला 2 months का ब्रेक दे दो और उसके बाद खेलना वेला चालू करो. बट ऑलरेडी मैं चालू कर चुका हूँ, डेली खेलता हूँ. उतना इंटेंसिटी में नहीं खेल रहा हूँ.
पर आज के दिन पे जैसे हमने पहले भी बात करी है, संडे है और कल
का मैच तो सीरियस नहीं है. मेरे को लगा सीरियस है.
बस वो बेस्ट ऑफ 5
मैं भी पैनिक हो गया था. कुछ
रुके हुए थे.
सीवियर नर्व डैमेज कुछ हो गया रहेगा. बट ऐसा
मुकाबला देखेंगे
अभी तक तो सीन नहीं है.
जब भी मैं कोई इवेंट कास्ट कर
एक और क्या ईसीजी स्कैन तो है, वो कराना है. वो कराने के बाद
से हमने स्टार्ट
पता चल जाएगा सब कुछ.
और आज 27 तारीख हो गया है.
बट या नथिंग दैट सीरियस.
जो मैचेस थे इतने ज्यादा.
Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all that